former UFC champion Jon Jones. Reinstated in October, preparing to fight Vince St. Preux at UFC 197 this weekend in Vegas. So
that's quite the introduction.
It's been a while. Well, we have to tell your story.
Yeah,
I'd like to hear it from you. What has the last year been like?
You know, the last year has been, it's been a major learning situation for sure. You know, I've had the opportunity to kind of, be vulnerable in front of the world. Step away from sports for a while, work on myself as a person, as a parent. It sounds weird to hear, but, it's been a blessing in disguise. I've really just got to kind of reevaluate a lot of things and find out what means most to me. And I feel better. I feel better after going through all the things I've been through.
What was the low point for you?
The low point for me, it would have to have been getting my belt stripped, losing all my endorsements. It was really tough. But like I said, there was a blessing in disguise there, to be endorsed by some of the top companies in the world and be a 9-time world champion. I got to a point where I was taking it all for granted, forgetting.
Really?
Yeah, forgetting how much of a special thing it is to be in that type of position, to be a pro athlete. And so, once it was all taken away, that's when I really started to appreciate more what I had, and it's really lit a fire under my butt to get it all back. So today I stand here, a much more driven, determined, appreciative athlete.
You told Rolling Stone that for much of your career you were in an altered state. That you were using drugs and alcohol. Your quote was, "Pretty much my whole career, I wasn't living like a champ." Were you in an altered state during your fights?
No. I started to experiment with marijuana at a very young age, and was able to compete, train, while being a smoker, and I had. That point in my life, I had convinced myself that it was good for me, and that I was, more artistic and things like that when I was stoned. And now that I'm 7 months sober, I realized that I was just being an idiot, and it was no way, shape, good for me at all. And it's just part of what I kind of went through.